Tears rolled down her cheeks as she looked at her damaged face in the mirror. Ugoma and Olamma were very beautiful identical twins. They shared the same smooth dark skin, eyes and smile. Both shared the same dream, to become famous models and lift their family out of poverty. Their parents, who sold clothes at the market, supported them with pride when a photo of the twins went viral on Instagram. A modeling agency in Lagos called them. Two representatives came to their family compound. They watched both sisters walk, asked them questions, and took more pictures. After an hour, they made their choice. They wanted Ugoma. Olamma hugged her sister and congratulated her. Their mother cooked a special meal that night to celebrate. The whole family ate together and talked about Lagos and all the opportunities waiting there. Every morning, Ugoma washed her face with water from a blue bowl beside her bed. It was her routine. She never missed it. The next morning, Ugoma woke up early. She carries bowl outside as usual. The moment the water touched her face, she screamed. The pain was sharp and terrible. Her skin began to burn and peel. Her mother rushed in and found her on the floor. They took her to the hospital, but the damage was done. Her face was ruined. The doctors said nothing could bring back her old appearance. When the agency called to confirm the travel dates, Ugoma's parents made a decision. They told Olamma to go to Lagos instead. They told her to pretend to be Ugoma. Since Ugoma's face was destroyed anyway, at least one daughter could still have the opportunity. Olamma packed her sister's bag and prepared to leave. She hugged her parents and looked at Ugoma one last time. Ugoma stared back at her with hollow eyes. She suspected what her sister had done, but she had no proof. For months after the incident, Ugoma stayed in her room. She refused to see visitors. She refused to look in mirrors. The girl who once dreamed of bright lights and cameras now hid from the world. But one morning, something changed. Ugoma realized that staying in that room would not give her back her face. Self-pity would not heal her skin. She could either waste away or find a new path forward. She remembered her old camera. Before modeling became their dream, she used to take pictures of everything. Photography had always brought her joy, but she had pushed it aside when modeling seemed more glamorous. Ugoma went to her parents with a request. She wanted to attend a photography academy in Enugu. Her father shook his head at first. Money was tight, but after days of discussion, her parents found a way. They sold land and was able to raise some money. The first day at the academy was hard. Ugoma wore a scarf that covered half her face and dark sunglasses. Still, people stared. One man told her directly that her face was scary. The words stung, but Ugoma kept moving forward. She threw herself into learning. 1 year later, Ugoma graduated top of her class. Her photos had something special. People said she saw beauty that others missed. Since her own beauty could no longer be captured by others, she found joy in capturing the beauty of the world. Her name became known in Enugu and beyond. She built a small studio near the market. One afternoon, her phone rang. It was her mother. Her voice sounded urgent. She told Ugoma to come home immediately. When she arrived at the compound, her father sat outside, looking tired. Her mother's eyes were red from crying. Inside the house, Olamma lay on the sofa. Ugoma barely recognized her. Her sister looked thin and weak. Their mother explained everything. Olamma had been doing well in Lagos. Her debut for a major fashion week was coming soon. But then she started feeling sick. The doctors found that her kidneys were failing. She needed a transplant soon, or she would die. Their parents had already been tested. Neither was a match. They needed Ugoma to get tested too. The next day, they went to the hospital. The doctors took Ugoma's blood and ran tests. Hours later, the doctor came out with news. Ugoma was a perfect match. They brought Ugoma into a private room with consent forms. All she had to do was sign and the process could begin. Her parents stood beside her, watching hopefully. Olamma sat in a wheelchair nearby. Ugoma picked up the pen. She looked at the papers. Then she put the pen down. She told them she would not sign. She would not give her kidney to Olamma. Her mother gasped. Her father stood up in shock. How could she refuse? This was her twin sister. Would she rather let Olamma die? They begged her to reconsider. They reminded her that family must help family. Ugoma shook her head. She would only donate her kidney under one condition. Olamma had to confess what she did. She told Olamma to tell everyone the truth about that morning. Olamma stared at her sister. Her face showed nothing. She said she did not know what Ugoma was talking about. She had been asleep that morning like everyone else. Ugoma stood up. She told her parents she knew the truth even without proof. Now Olamma wanted her kidney, but she would not give it. Her mother started crying. Her father tried to speak, but Ugoma walked out of the hospital. Some wounds heal, but scars remain. Days passed after Ugoma walked out of the hospital. Olamma's condition got worse. She lay in the hospital bed, growing weaker each day. Finally, Olamma sent word through their mother. She wanted to see everyone together, her parents and Ugoma. When they gathered in the hospital room, she confessed everything. After they had celebrated Ugoma being chosen by the agency, Olamma went into her room and cried. How could they choose Ugoma over her? They looked exactly the same. They had the same body, the same face, the same height. What made her sister special? The anger burned inside her chest like hot coal. She went into the forest behind their compound. She knew which plants could cause harm. Her grandmother had taught her about herbs before she died. Some herbs healed, others destroyed. Olamma picked the dangerous ones. She crushed them in her room and mixed them with other things. The liquid turned colorless like water, then went to Ugoma's room in the middle of the night to add it to her water. She said she was sorry. Their parents sat in silence. Their mother covered her face with her hands. Their father stared at the floor. They had suspected all along, but hearing it out loud made it real. They could not believe their daughter had done something so terrible, so they chose denial instead of truth. They all turned to Ugoma and begged for forgiveness. They pleaded with Ugoma to save her sister's life. Ugoma looked at them for a long time. Then she picked up the pen and signed the consent form. The surgery happened a week later. Both sisters were wheeled into the operating room. Hours later, it was done. When Ugoma woke up from the anesthesia, she asked to be moved to a different room from her sister. She recovered alone. She did not visit her sister's room. She did not ask how Olamma was doing. 2 weeks later, Ugoma was discharged. She packed her bag and left the hospital. Her parents tried to arrange a meeting between the sisters, but Ugoma refused. She had given Olamma her kidney because she could not live with her sister's death on her conscience. But forgiveness was different from forgetting. She returned to her studio in Enugu and went back to work. Months later, she booked a consultation with a hospital in South Korea to fix her face.